Hey YouTube, it's Eric. I'm back with a music collection update. Some compact discs, some LPs, and a couple of cassette tapes. Without further ado, let's jump right on into it. A lot of these I found at thrift stores, found at library sales, and then one or two items I did order from Amazon or other places online. So, Physical Fatness, Fat Music Volume 3. It's one of those cheapo label compilations from the 90s. I've heard a lot of these bands. I've heard of more of them. No Effects, I know. I've heard their music. Screeching Weasel. I've heard Lagwagon, Swinging Others. Me First and Gimme Gimmes. I actually saw the Dickies live once upon a time. So I found this for 50 cents, and I figured, sure, I should check out some of this stuff. It's always good to grab compilations if you find them cheap. I think a lot of this stuff is being abandoned in thrift stores at this point. So if this is an era of music that you're at all interested in or around for, you might check this stuff out. Okay. Local guys, once upon a time, they were on my Tombstone Park compilation that my brother and I put out back in the 90s. They eventually moved to Nashville. Kind of rockabilly country-esque stuff, very 90s. I did not have this record, so I snagged this at a thrift shop. So picked up some Brian Setzer Orchestra stuff. Despite it being the Brian Setzer Orchestra, he still is playing in the kind of rockabilly, roots rock area. He actually put out one of these albums that was, not one of these two, but in this era he put out an album of classical tracks. I dig these. They're fun. They're great stuff to throw on in the background for Christmas parties or barbecues or driving around the car or whatever. All right, next up, Miranda Lambert's For the Record. I've got a number of her albums on compact disc, but I didn't have this one, so I snagged that. Related to that, I also picked up the Pistol Annies. It's a band that she was in, or three women that were together. I don't know who the other two are, unfortunately. I probably should have looked. So yeah, this is kind of the edge of what's currently going on in Nashville that I kind of dig. So this is something I'm looking forward to check out. A lot of these CDs are things that I really need to put in the car, because that's where I'll play them. That's where I'll listen to them. Talked a while ago about George Strait. This is the Beyond the Blue Neon, which is, I think, the one I didn't show. I wanted to make sure I showed this because I'm really enjoying this, especially the title track and some of the others. Once again, I really do like his more Western swing influence stuff, honky-tonk stuff, rather than the slower ballads. But this is solid, like 80s country, well-produced, not too overproduced, but definitely listenable. All right. Roy Orbison, the best, very best Roy Orbison. What can you say about Roy Orbison? He's a classic. You should have some in your collection. Only the Lonely, In Dreams, Pretty Woman, Crying with Katie Lang, Blue Bayou, Dream Baby. I mean, so many good things. So many good tracks. People are just abandoning their compact discs. All right, so now we get into the more oddball stuff. What does this cover say to you? So the band's called Too Much Joy. The album is called Serial Killers. This is from 1991. It is on Giant Records, which was part of Warner Brothers. Look at the song titles. This is why I grabbed it, especially if they have a song called Pride of Frankenstein or William Holden Caulfield. This is power poppy college rock stuff, somewhere in that mix. So think REM, like 80s, early 90s REM. Think Jellyfish. Think Material Issue, Teenage Fan Club, that kind of stuff. Interesting. This was really odd. I found this at a thrift store and I just had to buy it. My buddy and I listened to it on the way back to my car, and I don't know that I'm going to love this, but this is one of those oddball things that you find that you just have to pick up. All right. Thrift store find, something I could not leave. Love, The Best of Love on Rhino Records. This was worth the $2 or whatever it was just for the liner notes. I do have Rhino's Love box set, which, let's see if it's right here. Yeah. So I've got this already, but to have a best of on one disc was attractive to me. I picked up, I had to order this. This is Eric Bird and the Animals, Winds of Change, which is an album I really like. I found a copy of this on vinyl last year and really dig it. This is Eric Burden's Psych album. So this is the Animals, not necessarily the guys that were in the original band. There's some great tracks in here. Wings of Change. I like Poem by the Sea, Paint It Black, The Black Plague. It's great stuff. If you like 60s Psych and you have not heard this, check it out. All right, a couple cassette tapes here. CDs, people are just giving them away. They're donating them. Cassette tapes, they've been on the shelf for so long. These are like a quarter each in most places I go. Not a huge Soul Asylum fan, but hey, their Hang Time album, which I believe is from 88 on A&M Records, I snagged that. And this is something I've been looking for, something I used to have once upon a time that I'm super happy to have again. TSOL's Revenge. Now, this is the second iteration of TSOL. This is the more blues metal version. Give me a sec. But there's still some great tracks on here. Nothing for You, Colors Take Me Away, the title track Revenge. And I do collect the Enigma Records cassettes. I was super happy to find this at a thrift store. And finally, picked up this vinyl LP. I have not opened it yet, from this year, Marty Stewart's Way Out West. I've been listening to this a little bit online on Spotify. There's something about this record that, while I'm not hooked into it at this point, just keeps calling to me. So I had to get a copy. It came with the download, so I've got a CD of it in the car. And it already does say it right on here. Includes CD of full album. I wish that all LPs would come with a compact disc of the full album. You don't have to give me all the artwork. I mean, you just put it in a paper sleeve. And they cost, 50 cents? Probably less for a major label to produce. Or even a big indie label should be able to get these pretty cost effectively into an LP set. I've not opened this yet. I'm going to. Produced by Mike Campbell of the Heartbreakers. There's something about this album that keeps on calling to me. So I need to spend some... Excuse me. I need to spend some time with it. Anyway, that's probably going to be it for music stuff leading up to the holidays. I haven't found a lot, so I don't expect necessarily to find a bunch more. This is like 2-3 weeks worth of thrifting and going to library sales and that kind of stuff. So, until next time, enjoy your holidays, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.